What happens when a star falls? The explosive, heart-pounding saga of Can Yaman. Have you ever watched a star blaze across the night sky? Its brilliance stealing your breath only to vanish into the dark. What secrets does it carry as it fades? What forces could dim a light that once set the world ablaze? Get ready, mag-style gossip readers, because we're diving into the electrifying, soul-shaking story of Can Yaman, a man whose radiance captivated millions, now fighting to reclaim his spark from a storm of betrayal, manipulation, and a heart crying out for redemption. Who's pulling the strings behind his unraveling? Why does the man who lit up the world now wander in shadows? Buckle up for a wild, emotional ride through drama, heartbreak, and a star's desperate battle to shine again. This isn't just a story. It's a pulse-pounding saga that'll leave you gasping. A star born to dazzle. Can Yaman wasn't just another celebrity. He was a supernova, a force so magnetic he redefined stardom with chiseled features that could halt time. A charisma that drew you in like gravity, and an emotional depth that turned every role into a raw living masterpiece. Can didn't just perform, he ignited. From his first scene, he didn't act, he lived. Fans didn't just watch his shows. They devoured them, feeling every heartbeat, every triumph, every tear as if it were their own. His gift-making millions feel like they knew him. Like his joy and pain were theirs, too. But something's changed. That wildfire in his eyes, once unstoppable, now flickers like a candle in a hurricane. The whispers are growing louder. Is this still our Can? What happened to the man who made the world brighter, warmer, more alive? Mag-style gossip is here to tear down the curtain and expose the raw truth. This isn't a tale of a star crushed by fame or a single misstep. No. This is a tragedy of a man whose voice was silenced by those he trusted most. His fans aren't angry, they're heartbroken, watching a legend bend under a weight he was never meant to bear. How did it come to this? Let's unravel the electrifying, devastating threads of this saga. Puppeteers in the shadows in the dazzling cutthroat world of fame. An inner circle can be a star's greatest shield or their deadliest poison. For Can Yaman, it was the latter. His managers, advisors, and PR teams weren't just steering his career. They were exploiting it, turning his light into their profit. A star like Can, commanding blockbuster projects and a global fan base, deserved more than dealmakers. He needed guardians, allies, who'd protect his soul as fiercely as they chased his success. Did he get that? Not even close. Instead, his team treated him like a cash machine, milking his charm while ignoring the fractures in his spirit. Recent photos from Italy scream a story louder than any headline. Can splashed across magazines and social media wasn't just introducing a new chapter. He was being paraded like a trophy. Those images weren't candid moments of joy. They were staged, calculated, a neon warning sign his circle ignored. His team didn't just fail him. They threw him into the spotlight's blaze, knowing it would burn Why would those closest to him betray him like this? The answer is as infuriating as it is heart-wrenching. Greed over grace, profit over humanity. Sarah Bluma, partner or pawn? Enter Sarah Bluma, a name that sparked a wildfire of questions. Who is she? Why is she suddenly at Jan's side, flashing a smile that feels more scripted than sincere? She's not an actress, not a director, not even a blip in the entertainment world. So why is she the centerpiece of Jan's public life? Mag-style gossip won't sugarcoat it. This isn't love. It's a PR stunt. A meticulously crafted illusion that's left fans reeling in Jan trapped in a narrative he didn't write. The rumors are relentless. Italian tabloids buzz with cryptic hints of tension in Jan's inner circle, whispers of disapproval from his own family, and clues that nothing is as it seems. Those photos of Jan and Sarah, they're not romance. They're strategy. The poses, the lighting, the perfectly curated moments. They're all part of a script spun by a team that values headlines over heartbeats. Look closely at Jan in those images. The man who once radiated warmth now wears a smile that never touches his eyes. His fans aren't mourning a lost love. They're grieving the loss of him. Sarah isn't the villain. She's a symptom of a deeper disease. A system that's turned a vibrant star into a product. A star's shine. A soul's eclipse. Scroll through Can Yaman's social media today and you'll see a man who looks flawless on the surface. Tailored suits, a physique sculpted by discipline, a smile that could stop hearts. But look closer. Is he smiling or is he posing? Is he thriving or just surviving? The Jan who once poured his soul into every role, who connected with fans through raw, unfiltered authenticity, is now a shadow of himself. His relationship with Sarah isn't a love story. It's a transaction. A cold calculation that leaves his spirit out in the cold. Fans love Jan for his imperfections, his passion, his humanity. Now they're staring at a polished facade, molded not by a director's vision, but by boardroom agendas and PR briefings. The irony is brutal. Jan is at the peak of his career. His work in Sando is nothing short of mesmerizing. Discipline, charisma, and a physical transformation that leaves audiences speechless. His screen presence is electric. His dedication undeniable. Yet, beneath the spotlight, there's a void. An artist's performance is only as vibrant as their inner world. And Jan's is cloaked in darkness. He's not just hiding his soul. He's losing it piece by piece to a machine that values his marketability over his humanity. The power of connection shattered. Can Yaman's greatest gift was never his talent or his looks. It was his ability to forge an unbreakable bond with his audience. At the height of his romance with Demet, his eyes sparkled with hope. His performances pulsed with inspiration. Fans didn't just watch him. They felt him, believed in him, rooted for him. That connection was his superpower. The heartbeat of his stardom. Today, that heartbeat is faint. The light in his eyes has dimmed, replaced by a weariness. No camera hide. But his fans haven't turned their backs. They're the ones holding their breath, waiting for him to return. The truth. Jan is still in there. Beneath the staged photos and hollow smiles lies the man who read books between takes, who carried himself with quiet dignity, who gave every role his all. He's a good man anchored by values, devotion to his family, and a work ethic that's nothing short of inspiring. But he's drowning in a sea of bad decisions, surrounded by people who'd rather silence his spirit than save it. His fans see it, feel it, and they're begging him to fight his way back. The industry's dark underbelly. Let's talk about the machine behind the man. The entertainment industry is a beast, and Can Yaman is its latest prey. Managers who prioritize profit over people. PR teams who spin narratives without a shred of soul, and an endless cycle of appearances that leave no room for authenticity. This is the world Jan is trapped in. His story isn't unique, but it's uniquely painful. Every post photo, every forced smile, every headline that screams scandal instead of struggle is a reminder of how this industry devours even its brightest stars. The recent Italian media frenzy is a masterclass in exploitation. Jan's personal life, once a private sanctuary, is now a public circus, dissected by tabloids and fueled by his team's reckless choices. Those images weren't accidents. They were deliberate, designed to keep Jan in the headlines at any cost. But at what cost to him? His fans don't want a polished product. They want the man who laughed with his whole heart, who carried his values like a badge, who made them believe in something bigger. That man is still there, fighting a battle few can see. A plea to the star we adore. Can Yaman. If you're reading this, mag-style gossip has a message straight from the hearts of your fans. You are still you. The world may have tried to reshape you, to turn you into a tabloid headline or a PR puppet, but the real Jan, the one who inspired millions, is still inside. Your fans don't want perfection. They want you. The man who turned away from temptation out of respect. Who found joy in the pages of a book, who gave every role his heart and soul. That man is waiting to break free. This isn't about Sara, your managers, or the cameras. It's about your soul, the one we've missed so fiercely. You're not a product. January, you're a person, a star whose light doesn't need to be manufactured. Rekindle that fire in your eyes. Step out of the shadows and make us proud again. Your fans are waiting, not with judgment, but with hope. They want to see you shine, not for the cameras, but for yourself. They want the Jan who made the world brighter, warmer, more real. A star's redemption. The road ahead. The sky doesn't darken when a star falls. It trembles when a star fights to rise again. Can Yaman, you're at a crossroads. Your career is soaring. Your talent undeniable, but your heart is calling you back. This is your moment. Break free from the puppeteers, the staged photos, the hollow narratives. Reclaim the man who made millions. Believe in love, passion, and authenticity. Your fans aren't just rooting for you. They're fighting for you, holding their breath for the day you step back into your light. Mag-style gossip isn't here to tear you down. We're here to lift you up, to remind you of the power you hold. You're not just a star. You're a story. A journey, a beacon for those who believe in you. The stage is yours. January. Will you take it? Will you show the world that a star can fall, stumble, and rise again, brighter than ever? We're betting on you. Let's see that spark again. Let's see you